Become more and more of a problem if I was small. Reaching to things like taps and things, it might become a problem.
2 years ago, James began having treatment to make him grow again. He has to have regular injections.
Well, that means you've grown another 2.5 centimetres since you were here last time.
Some children grow faster than others, but eventually most of the small ones catch up and everyone ends up roughly the same height. But there could be several thousand children in Britain who need help to grow. Doctors hope that the new research programme they're starting will help find them.
A campaign was launched today to stop children playing on building sites. A big firm of builders has helped make a video for schools which explains what dangerous places they can be. The slogan is SPLAT, standing for Safe Play at All Times, and the message is that this is no place for children to play. 70 young people died on building sites in the last 10 years. The video tells a story to explain the dangers.
Splat. Safe play at all times.
Some of the best-known children's stories could soon disappear from bookshelves in primary schools. That's because their authors have been left off a new list of writers whose books are thought suitable for 5 to 11-year-olds. Missing is Enid Blyton, whose tales about Noddy and adventures of the famous Five and Secret Seven have been popular with children for more than 30 years. Captain Johns, the creator of the flying hero Biggles, hasn't been included either, nor have the antics of the chubby schoolboy Billy Bunter. But the authors of the list say it's only a suggestion, and schools can choose the books they want. A team of British explorers is set to tackle one of the most remote corners of the world by hovercraft. They're planning a 3-month voyage along the Yangtze River in China. Parts of it are so rocky that ordinary boats can't navigate it. The giant Yangtze flows almost 4,000 miles from Tibet to the China Sea. It's the 3rd longest river in the world. Kevin Howells reports.
Leaders of the expedition are calling their trip an adventure with a purpose. For most of them, it's not the first time they've taken part in an adventure like this. A previous expedition took them by hovercraft to the remote areas of Nepal. Again, there'll be engineers, doctors and scientists on board, studying the way people survive in such remote parts of the world. This time, the doctors will be carrying out work for the charity UNICEF, giving local children vital vaccinations against diseases like measles and whooping cough. The team hope not only to teach their methods of medicine to the Chinese, but to learn about the work of the Chinese doctors as well. Both hovercraft have been specially made to deal with the harsh conditions in the mountainous areas of the Yangtze. The expedition will be travelling against the current, so going by boat would be absolutely impossible. Although the team doesn't set off for another 18 months, a lot of hard work and preparation has already been done. Earlier this year, the hovercraft were put through their paces on the beaches off the south coast of Britain. At this morning's launch, the man with the overall responsibility for the expedition, Mike Cole, told me why it was so important to go by hovercraft.
There are many river areas in the world where a new vehicle is needed to get up the rapid strewn stretches of the water where any boat with a propeller just can't operate. A hovercraft rides on a cushion of air and can get over these obstacles in a way that a boat can't.
Now the work begins on raising enough money for the trip. They need over £200,000 before the expedition can go ahead.
And finally, scientists in America think they've discovered the remains of an insect which lived 150 million years before the dinosaurs. The head and chest of the big-eyed bug were discovered on the Gas Peninsula near Quebec in Canada, in samples of mud dug up during a scientific expedition. Experts say when it was alive, it was probably covered with fur, with huge antennae and long arms to help it find its way around. And at over 390 million years old, it's the oldest creepy crawly in the world. Well, that's all from Newsround today. We'll be back with more stories around the same time tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye.
Tomorrow, Tolly is still trying to find the children of Green Knowe.
Once upon a time, when the floods were out and most of the country was covered with water, Linnet fell ill. Her mother would have liked to call in the doctor, but he lived many miles away on the other side of the river.
The Children of Green Know is tomorrow at 5:10 on Children's BBC. Now, though, it's time for Grange Hill with subtitles on CFAX page 888, of course, which is being highlighted by my friend Cedric the Seagull. I said highlighted by my friend Cedric the Seagull. Thank you.